Hey, what's up? It's Lewis, aka the Crypto Beginner, and I want to talk about the question, is cryptocurrency a bubble? Is Bitcoin a bubble? And I think my answer will surprise you. Is cryptocurrency a bubble? That is the question, and I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say abso-fucking-lutely it is a bubble, and it is the most obvious thing that cryptocurrency is a bubble. Now, before you go down thumbing this video, let me just explain my position. Cryptocurrency to me is like the internet. Cryptocurrency to me is like the stock market. Cryptocurrency to me is like the housing market. Okay, every single one of these things was a bubble at one point, and just because something is a bubble does not mean that it will go to zero. It does not mean that it will forever be dismissed from humankind and from the population and from the markets and it won't exist anymore. It does not mean that it will crash and burn and nothing will be able to be done about it and it won't rise up again. And this is my point. When the internet came out, when the internet first came out, what was everyone saying? Everyone was saying, oh no, it's used for thieves, it's used for, bad people to do bad things and all of this other crap, okay? And that's the first thing that came out when crypto came out. Everyone was saying, oh no, it's used for like bad transactions on the dark web and everything like that. Okay, well, those are some similarities, but the real similarities that I want to say with the internet is that the internet was a bubble, and the internet did pop eventually in the 1990s, and a lot of people got out of it. But here's the thing though, if you would have just held on, if the people that just held on or hodled with the internet when it originally came out, they would be they're some of the richest people in the world at this point right now, because the internet obviously didn't go away. The internet is here to stay, and that's the same thing with crypto. The day that crypto was invented was the day that things changed forever, and it will never go away. It cannot be undone, it cannot be unseen. It is here. And so the point that I'm trying to make is, look back at the housing market of 2008, okay? If you would have gotten in at the peak of the housing market, 2006, 2007, okay, and it crashed in 2008, everything went to hell, you'd still be good today if you just held on. If you just hodled with the housing that you had, you'd still be good 10 years later, 2018, okay? The same thing with crypto is going to eventually happen. It will crash, it will pop, and everything will burn. But it is such a revolutionary technology, and that's the thing. If you have to do more research, you have to understand what blockchain actually is, what crypto actually is, how it can completely revolutionize and change the world in every single aspect we know about. How it can help all of these different countries around the world and all of the people who don't have the luxury of a financial banking system, or want to know, say, they want to be able to track their products from the manufacturer to the consumer to see that it's not counterfeit. Like, there's so many implications that can be used with cryptocurrency, that will be used and are being developed right now, that it's not really ever going to go away. But here's the thing, the housing market popped. Things got better. If you would have held on to that, you'd be good. The internet popped in the 1990s. Obviously that didn't go away. The stock market crashed in the 1990s too, and everyone went crazy and everyone went berserk. And that was in 1987, so it wasn't actually the 90s, but in 1987, stock market crashed by 22%. Everyone went freaking crazy, okay? Guess what? If you would have just held on with the stock market then, even if you would have gotten out the peak of the stock market in the 1986, 1985, and it crashed in 1987, and you just held on, guess what? By the 1990s, it would have been good, and you would still have a lot more money. But the thing is that the stock market was actually around for a lot longer than how long crypto has been around at that point. And crypto is so new that the gains are probably going to be a lot bigger if you invest into the right companies. So that's just what I wanted to say. Personally, I think that crypto is a bubble, just like how I thought, or how I looked at the internet was a bubble, the housing market was a bubble, the stock market was a bubble. All of these things are bubbles. But just because something is a bubble does not take away from its intrinsic value. And that's why when the companies that you are investing in, and you are investing in startup companies, when you're investing in cryptocurrency, they might be huge, huge, but they're still, you know, just basically at their foundational phases, okay? When you're investing money into crypto, you're investing money into companies that you need to believe that have long-term value. So that's why you need to, you know, look into them, do your own research, and if you do that, then you'll be totally fine when the market dips. The market just crashed 30% or 40% in the past couple days. And like, I didn't feel bad at all about that. I said, that's great, I'm gonna buy more. You know, I don't understand why a lot of people freaked out, because the companies that I put into, I believe, have really long-term potential and real intrinsic value. So if they go down, it's not that big a deal, because I know that they're gonna go back up. And guess what? VeChain just went back up. So that was one company, you know? And anyway, that's what I wanted to say. It's probably a bubble. Maybe you could get out before the bubble bursts, and that would be amazing. And then you could buy back in at the low after the bubble crashes. That's what I plan on doing. When the bubble will burst, who the hell knows? Could be next year, could be the year after that, could be 5 years, could be 8 years. I don't know, but it's probably going to. This is my opinion. I don't think that it's just going to continue for a bull run forever. I think it's going to be the same thing like the internet and the other, you know, markets that I explained before. Anyway, if you believe that that is also the case, then, or whatever you believe is the case, you know, just write it in the comments below. I want to know your opinion on it. And how long have you been in cryptocurrency, and what have you done? And one other thing that I want to say is that this book right here, The Internet of Money, really explains, I mean, sort of, I guess, explains what the blockchain is, what crypto is, what Bitcoin is, and it really gets you psyched up about it. It got me psyched up about it. I couldn't put this book down. And this is what gave me the confidence, you know, knowing that it's going to be here forever. And even if it does dip, it's not that big a deal, because it's going to go back up again. So The Internet of Money, highly, highly recommend it. You can also find, you know, it on YouTube, all of the speeches that are in this book. Anyway, those are my thoughts. If you like them, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Talk to you later.